Monday, August 8th. We are starting the new week with the vlog. I want to show you something that I have on right now. Kind of tight. Gonna change them out. But I just wanted to show you guys. These shorts are a 14. They're Old Navy 14. And they run like a 12. And I do believe that when I originally tried these on for you guys back in 2021, the beginning of 2021, I had made mention that but they fit me good. At that time, they were really, really good. I think I was weighing in at 182, maybe around there. So they were fitting me really, really good. Nice and perfect, and I was going to keep them because, like I said, I was starting to get into a good 12, size 12s, and so these fit like a 12. They don't have much stretch in the denim. So a couple weeks ago, I would say, it has been a couple weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks or so, or 2 weeks. Seriously, I went to go put these on, try them on. I didn't think that they would fit, but I wanted to try them on, and they wouldn't, because my pelvic area is so big that I couldn't button it on the waist. It would just kind of stay open like that, and there was no way of pulling it in. That's where I've been. And so the fact that these are zipped and up, I could walk around with these, not a problem. They will not hurt. They do sit below the waist, but because there is no stretch in the waist, it's when I sit is where it becomes the problem, and it's uncomfortable, and I don't want to be uncomfortable while I work. So let me just show you how they look now. So this is how they are looking. So they do zip up, but you can see they are pretty snug right here in my pelvic area right here. But yeah, I think the fact that this is even happening here, buttoning, is progress in these shorts. Yeah. That's the back. It was so funny. So a lot of you guys know that I follow Dr. Kenberry, and he's the one that is where I get my information when it comes to the carnivore diet. Okay? It was so funny. He said about, the kind of meat you want to look for, the fattier the better, etc. He says ground beef is like perfect. He says, but stay away from the ground beef that has like 90-10, like 90 beef, 10 fat, because that's too lean. He says, go for the fattier one, like the 73, I think it's like 73-18, somewhere around there. He says, that's the one you're looking for. He goes, and then add butter to that. I was laughing. I was like, whoa, okay. So you're talking fatty meat. And then add butter to that. I think this is officially day 3. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. This will be day 3 that I'm with no eggs. And I will say, as far as my stomach being upset, as far as the restroom and things like that, I'm doing much better. Much better. I still have the runs, but I'm doing better. So I think that the eggs did add. However, my husband and I, we were talking about potentially doing pastured raised eggs. And I think he said he bought some for me, but I don't see them. Oh, there they are. Pastured raised eggs. I'm tempted, but right now I have such a little bit of a relief in my stomach, that I don't want to jinx it. So I'm just going to not have eggs for today as well. And then we'll see. It is 6:26. I've had a busy eBay day. I did have dinner already. Sorry I didn't come, but it was just can you guess it? Can you guess what it was? If you guess steak, you got it right, which is all I've been eating. Had a nice piece of steak. You know what, my hubby and I, we were talking about this, and I thought this was so interesting. Do you know that on this particular diet, I out-eat my husband? I can eat a steak and a half
and he can't.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Where did Molly go? Not the dogs. It is 8:57, and honestly, I just got out of bed. I've been up, but I just got out of bed. Let's sit down and chit chat, shall we? It's not the diet. It's not the food. It's easy. It's easy. If there's something that I could say to you guys that maybe I'm missing, and I'll agree with my husband, because I talked to my husband yesterday and I said, how are you feeling so far on this? And he said, I'm doing okay, Laura. He says, I really, really am. He goes, if anything, Laura, I really am missing like a salad. Something like that. But other than that, he says, really, I'm fine. The other thing too is that we went this weekend looking for fish, because I'm not having egg, and I really feel like I am getting plenty of omega-6, but I need some omega-3. We want that variety is what we're saying, or we're both in agreement. But I just don't know if I can do this, because I really am tired of the way I'm going to the bathroom. I always have to be around the bathroom. And this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I don't know if I mentioned it, but we are headed to, we don't have, okay. It's a marriage enrichment for the church. It was just, they just happened to have it this weekend. When I went to go see my priest last week, this is a new church for me, new priest, and he said, hey, we're having this and this. We'd love to welcome you as a couple. And then on Sunday Mass, they talked about it again. And my husband, I hadn't talked to my husband about it. And when he found out on Sunday, he's like, do you want to go? And I was like, yeah, let's do this. So anyway, it's going to be Friday and Saturday and Sunday, but Friday it's only going to be from like 6 to 9 in the evening, so I'm okay with that. But Saturday and Sunday we go, it's up at the church, and we're there all day, and they're going to feed us and everything. I know there's going to be restrooms, but still, sometimes I'll go like 3 times in a row. I'm not really worried if I can do it. I mean, I'm sure they're going to have some kind of protein, and maybe, yeah, it's going to be mixed in with some carbs, but I'll do the best that I can. That's not the issue. I'm not even like stressing about that. It's the restroom. I'm tired of it. And is it better than the first week that I started? Yes. I think it's because I omitted the eggs. Has it been 2 weeks officially being on this? No. This Thursday will be 2 weeks. I can't even take my pre-screening, my colon pre-screening yet. Is my husband having a hard time? No. He said his stool is somewhat loose, but it's not like he has to run to the restroom like me. That's the problem. So I gotta think about it every time I go somewhere. Don't eat till you get home. And this weekend is going to be a big challenge. I told my husband I'm getting a little discouraged because Dr. Kenberry said this is normal, but it should subside in 2 weeks. And what if it doesn't? Maybe implementing chicken is going to help. That's why I need to test that out now. Today is another beef day, so I'll make sure tomorrow we'll have some chicken, because I don't want to call off on a retreat that I'm looking forward to. It's a retreat. It's not like a go away retreat, but it's a retreat nonetheless. This is going to be a really good way for me to, meet other couples, and then with me volunteering soon, get to know people in the community, and really branch out in my life. And this is part of it. And I was so grateful. My husband was like, "Do you want to go?" And I was like, "Yeah." It's just the restroom issue for me, and I don't want to not go. Okay, we're not going to stress about it till that day. So it is 11 o'clock, and I'm having my first meal. The leftover steak from yesterday. Let me show you. And this is made with butter, and it was put in the air fryer with butter and pepper and salt and all that. And then just a little piece of meat that was in there. I had a little trouble starting my day, but I'm going to show you what we're going to do to alleviate some of the stress, because we're all about alleviating stress. Part of what I want to do is time management, which is going okay. I'm doing really good. but it's also having rules that I apply to myself for whether it's YouTube, eBay, my home, whatever it is, right? And if I don't do those things, then that's where I sort of get stressed out because I feel like, okay, I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, so all these clothes right here. So some of these I've had now for maybe going on 2 weeks, and I do have a rule, and I was doing really, really good with this. Anything that I get in from the Goodwill yard sales, wherever I go, I need to put it up within 3 days. That's the rule. It hasn't been going so well. As you can see, like I said, a lot of these up here are things that I've had for 2-3 weeks. Some of them, if not a little bit more even. We're gonna see what I get done as far as all this. Okay guys, just having some hamburger patties. I'm gonna call it for the day. I mean, it looks like this. Honestly, I just took kind of like what was here and I kind of like moved it over. I only got 1, 2, 3, 4 items up today. I think it's good. It was just a crazy day with unexpected things. My son was supposed to go get a haircut. They ended up canceling because, you know, the Rona, the barber's kids had the Rona, so they had to cancel. So I had to find a different place to take him because tomorrow's is back to school. He was supposed to go Saturday, but that didn't turn out either. Anyway, he got his haircut. Everything's good. Then I picked up my daughter from work and stuff. So, and honestly, I'll be very, very honest. I'm really, really sleepy. I just haven't been sleeping. I fall asleep no problem. That's really, really good. But in 2 days, I have very broken up sleep. And it's catching up to me. So, good morning. It is Wednesday, August 10th, Wednesday. Woo! Oh my goodness. So it is around 7:30 in the morning, 7:45 in the morning. Kids are already gone off to their first day of school. I did not have to take them on their first day. Hubby did because he has a job site that is located on that side of town. However, I have to pick him up. That's the good thing about my husband's job. And now that the kids is going in at the same time at the same school, there's no like 4 different pickups and drop-offs. That he can drop them off most mornings. I feel much better than I did yesterday. It was just extremely tired, and just kind of pushing through it. So I did get some sleep. So I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna take a shower and try to get this stuff done. I'm ready to go. Took my BP. BP was really, really good. It was actually 127 systolically, which is the one I'm really looking at. Let me show you what I have prepared. Okay, so I have the Nathan's hot dogs, and then I have bacon. So what I did was I did a little extra there because I don't know what time my dinner is going to be. I asked hubby this morning before he left if he wanted me to take out some steak, and he actually said, no, I'm kind of a little tired of the steak. He wants some chicken wings, but we don't have any. So I was going to go run up there, but he said, no, I'll pick some up on the way home. He said, just don't worry about it. And so I don't know what time he's going to come home. So that's the only problem. So what I did was I did a little extra there so that I will have something if I get hungry later and it's already made. Let's go into my eBay room. Let's see what I want to do. Where did I leave off yesterday? That's going to get put on. And by the way, I do list, I don't know if I said, I do list on eBay and Poshmark at the same time. So that's what takes me a little bit longer. I want to get this stuff up and put away or listed, and this stuff on this side as well. And underneath, I showed you yesterday, is a bunch of clothes as well. So it's not just what you see on the surface. It's all of this stuff back here as well. I don't anticipate getting this all done. I don't have a goal as to what I want to get done. When you have sleep though, you feel like doing it. You feel like you can do it. I feel much, much more rested. And so the other thing too, I want to say, I'm glad I brought this up because I wanted to make mention to you guys that in the past I've said to you guys that when I'm sleepy, that is when my defenses are down and I want to crave everything and I want to eat everything that I don't typically eat. And so in this carnivore diet that I'm on, I don't have cravings. Like I don't really feel like I miss anything. Maybe here and there, but not really. I don't think about food all darn day like I used to. But yesterday, yes. Yes. I told my husband I want to go to Cane's yesterday. I said, let's just go to Cane's. And he's like, nope. He goes, you're just tired. You're just tired. And you know it, Laura. You know it. So, yeah, when I'm sleepy, extremely sleepy, extremely tired like that, I definitely still, my defenses go way down, and more so than when I'm stressed. But I notice when I'm extremely sleepy, that kind of tired, sleepy tired, like drained tired, that's when I noticed I wanted Cane's. I wanted to eat out. I wanted to eat whatever. I did. But hubby and I support each other. He helped me through it. Time to eat. Let me show you what my husband did here.
You know that.
Glad to see something on the plate that's not a steak. I'll be honest right now. Right. I'm done for today. Done. Let me show you what I did. So I have that for tomorrow, and I have this right here, but I cleared all this. Ignored that right there, but I cleared that off, and I was able to put everything on this side now. But that's what I have. It's 9 o'clock at night. I'm tired. Good morning. It is 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm in my eBay room. I haven't even set up shop yet. Not yet. I've been upstairs cleaning upstairs, and then I have towels. Today I'm doing towels. Today's going to be an interesting day. I'm going to split my days between eBay and Poshmark and editing today. So I don't know what my goals are for today in terms of my store. I don't want to overdo it. So I got that one, and I'm going to still work on this right here. This little mess here and here. I don't want to like overwhelm myself, because this is what happens. I get like, I gotta do this in my day, and then like I just, kind of get a little overwhelmed. So I just want to tackle what's in front of me, and that's going to be what's right here. I already feel better knowing that it's getting done and it's looking better. I think I'm just going to have for breakfast here in a little bit leftover chicken wings. Do you know my husband didn't eat last night? He didn't eat last night. He wasn't hungry. See, I told you, I made mention I can out-eat him when it comes to this particular diet. I can out-eat him. He just didn't want to eat. He wasn't hungry. He goes, I'm not hungry, Laura. And then he woke up this morning, and I said, did you eat? Are you going to eat? He goes, nope, I just going to have my coffee. I'm not hungry. That's really, really good. That's really, really good. I'm just hoping for a change in my stool. I'm really starting to it's starting to get to me. It's starting to get to me. It really, really is. It's starting to get to me. And I don't know. I told my husband last night, if things don't change, I don't know. I might incorporate some carbs. We'll cross those bridges when we need to, but for now, this is it. I want to tell you something really, really quickly before I just thought about this. So I haven't been on Instagram very, very much. Actually, not at all. So recently, within this past week, I wanted to see where our people are at in the journey of their health and their weight. Yesterday, I saw a lady that I watch. Now, she is morbidly obese. At the time that I started watching her, about approximately, I would say I started watching her about 5 years ago. She was very, very unhappy, and she just wanted to change her life. And I remember following her throughout the years. I've watched her struggle. She's watched my struggles. So what was happening yesterday was, or the day before yesterday is when I saw her. I noticed her a lot different, but and she definitely is going to need skin removal surgery. But she said in her stories on Instagram that she really wants to do this challenge. She's almost done with the challenge, and I'm thinking, what is she doing? Well, lo and behold, she's doing the BBBE diet, which is the a bacon, a beef, a butter, and egg diet. She didn't mention Dr. Kenberry, but maybe she does follow him. But she has lost tremendous amount of weight, she said, on it. I was kind of hoping she would talk about having the situation in the restroom, but she didn't. But I'm gonna talk about this because I don't hear anybody else talking about it. So if somebody comes across my videos and says, "Oh my God," I'm going through that too. But anyway, she's doing amazingly well. She did say, though, real quickly, I'll tell you, she said that she added a sugar to her coffee, and it was the first time she had done it. So she felt like, oh, okay, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. But what happened, she says 2 to 3 days later, she literally started craving sugar again. And she had said that on the BBBE diet, she has no cravings. And that's one thing I absolutely can agree with. So I just thought I would share that with you. I thought that was interesting. All right, guys, so done. Finito. Look at me. Look at me. Like a hot mess. So let me just show you real quick what I've done. So that's everything here. I don't have anything on the side. I don't know if you can see that. Nothing. Everything got moved over here. So this is what I have left. And this alleviates my stress. Even though I have a lot of work still to do, it just alleviates my stress. Like, it makes me feel good. But I gotta cut now because I have to. It's already 1:36 and I still have to edit that video. Okay, so I'm at my daughter's school. I am picking her up, and I was thinking about how I feel so far on all of this carnivore diet. It's been 2 weeks today. The first week I did the BBBE, and this week I'm doing the carnivore. So it's been 2 weeks of sort of carnivore dieting. And I just kind of wanted to touch base. I feel great that it's like, a lot of energy. I feel energetic. I feel all that good stuff. I do. I really, really do. Without a doubt. There's a part of me that wants the variety of food. I'm not going to lie. Though I don't have cravings. It's just when I sit down to eat, you want that variety. You're looking at your plate going, that's it. It's the side thing. It's not having the sides. And I touched on it a little bit. It was really something my husband brought up more than me, but it's the variety of the food. Yeah, we haven't had fish yet, but we've incorporated chicken and things like that. Still adapting to that. It's only been 2 weeks. The other thing that I feel, my stomach, this whole thing with having the runs, I'm sorry I keep bringing it up, but I think it's going to be a theme until it's done, until I don't have it anymore, or I change my course of action here, because it's really starting to get to me a lot. It's draining me a little bit, and then I'm worried about it because this weekend we're going to have that retreat, even though it's not a overnight retreat by any means, but it's still going to be long hours at the church. Yeah, so I'm kind of like a little bit worried. My stomach feels funny. Like it's not upset, it's not bloated. I don't know how to describe it. And I think it's correlating with the runs. It's a dramatic change from even a low carb, lazy keto, however you want to say it, diet to this. It's a dramatic change. So I do need to give myself the opportunity to adapt, to change, to have my body change. But yeah, it is mentally wearing me down a little bit, even though I have a lot of energy. When I look in the mirror, I sometimes see changes like in my face. I don't feel like I'm as swollen. But then sometimes I don't even see that. But the scale is moving. I don't know. Maybe I just need to work out too. I think that's something that I miss. I haven't been doing that, and maybe I just need to work out and really tone myself up. And it's just a lot right now, but I just wanted to come on here and kind of share my thoughts, even though my thoughts may not have really made sense. I just kind of wanted to say how I feel today, to the day, as far as the carnivore diet. in a lot of ways I feel better. In some ways I'm still struggling, and in other ways I'm getting tired. So there you go. I think I just summed it up. It's Friday. What is it, the 12th? So today I go to the first day of the marriage enrichment, and I feel nervous, not about the actual retreat, because of my situation. It's not better. It's not better in terms of the restroom use. So that's it for right now. I'm just really, really worried. I did fall. I fell. And my right knee is just as bad. My husband calls. I told my husband. My husband says, honey, do you want to cancel? I said, no, I'm not going to cancel. So I think it's going to be good for us to meet other people, to meet other couples. Anyways, I got to get off. My phone is really starting to burn up, but I'm going to eat at home and then give myself maybe 3 hours to let it pass through me and then not eat there, because they're going to feed us at the church for 3 days. They're going to feed us. That's what I'm worried about. It's the only thing I'm concerned about. It is around 10 to 5. I just finished eating a big old steak. I'm sorry I didn't show you, but it's just a steak with bone in it. The reason why I was so late is because my little guy does extracurricular activities after school, so I don't pick him up right after school. Yesterday I picked him up at a certain time, and this time he wasn't even sure when he was going to get out. So, oh my God, I kept postponing it, and I was like, well, should I eat? Should I eat now? But then what about if he calls me? You know, it was like anyway. So I just ate, and it's given me about a good hour before I have to leave. I really contemplated whether I should at this point, but I thought, no, I could do this. I have not used the restroom since this morning, and I've had, like I said, I did have some beef jerky, and I haven't gone to the restroom. So we will see. I am praying that I'll be okay, because honestly, if I'm not, I will have to leave for today. Because I can't sit there, guys. I can't. I won't be okay. All right, so I'm sitting downstairs. It's 15 till, and I have not been able to get out of the bathroom. I knew I shouldn't have eaten. But I'm gonna go. I told my husband, if I say, let's go, just don't question me. Let's just go home. So we're back at it. 7:18 this morning on Saturday. Yesterday I did really, really good. I didn't have any issues, thank God. After when I got there, did not have dinner there, and I felt really, really bad because I know that part of somebody offering you food. I understand that maybe you're not going to eat everything, but it's the hospitality, and I hated that I sort of kept saying, oh, no, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you. And we just stayed in the other room. There was I think one more or two more couples. I just felt kind of bad, because they kept coming up to us. But today is a full day. I thought we were going to get out of there at 6:30 this evening. I thought, okay, I can grab something to eat at home. But no, it's from 7:30 to 9:30 all day. And I've gone to the restroom. It's going to be an extremely challenging day for me. I do feel like my stomach is still very unsettled right now, even though I came home last night and I did have a little bit of some sausage, salami, just a little bit, and I think, yeah. Good morning. It is Sunday. It's Sunday. It is the final day. Yesterday we got back around 9. Today's a lot shorter, and today we will be celebrating Mass with the group, which is going to be very, very nice. And they served us so much. So let's talk about food real quick. I did really, really good. I didn't have any breakfast at all. I held out, very nervous because my stool was just really bad, and so I had no breakfast, but I wasn't even hungry. But I did have lunch. They had Chick-fil-A. I took the bun off, and I mean, yes, the chicken is breaded, but and they also had subs, so I took the bread off and just had the ham, the cheese, and I think it was roast beef. I think it was a cut of roast beef in there, and that's all I had. I didn't have anything else. And then for dinner, they served a very romantic dinner for the couples, very romantic with the lights and the whole thing. And they had like chicken Alfredo kind of thing with mixed vegetables and rice. And then to drink, it was apple cider. I don't know what flavor it was. Do you remember?
Just regular.
Just a regular. But I didn't have that. And all I did was had the chicken breast. And snacks were served all day long. Every break, there was a lot of breaks. It was something new, like ice cream with M&Ms and strawberries and peanuts and everything. And then the other break was like nachos with the trimmings. So, I mean, like, I think you can even put chili beans on top. I think that's what it was. I mean, you put so much. And I did not eat but what I just told you. I did really, really, really good. The only thing is last night coming home, I was kind of hungry. So we had stopped at Aldi's and we grabbed some beef jerky, and I had way too much, and they're very, very salty. And so in the middle of the night, I woke up with a massive, massive headache. So I started drinking a lot of water, and I still have a little bit of headache. So I didn't weigh in, guys. I didn't weigh in, so we're not going to talk about that. But in a flash, I'll be here tomorrow. I'll weigh in, do a quick weigh in the morning, Monday morning, and you'll find out. So for right now, I'm going to sign off. Today's Monday. It is August 15th, and I'm going to close up the video. The retreat was a marriage and enrichment retreat. I'll tell you about a couple of things, though, that happened, and then especially how I fared with my stomach issues and where I'm at with that, and also my weight. But let me show you my bruising, guys. Let me show you my bruise. My bruise. It's getting better. This is my fat. Ignore that, but I do have a bump right here is a big knot right here. This right here is a big knot, and it's still very, very sensitive. Let's talk about the weekend and how I did in terms of, you guys saw my struggles, or not saw but heard my struggles with the runs. I almost did not make it to this retreat, and then falling that day, I was really just gonna give up, but I said no. I don't know. I just kept saying, don't do this. Just trust in God, and He'll get you through it. And I went, and I did pretty good. Never had an issue while I was there. However, my stomach at times was kind of felt like, oh my goodness. But then I literally sat there and I prayed to God. So I did not eat as much. I really watched it. And then during the day, we had a snack lunch. And guys, I was starving. I was so extremely hungry. And I said, I'm going to eat. So I had half a sandwich, ham sandwich, half, and my Zivia, and that's all I had. And I had a handful, literally, of Lay's potato chips. That's it. I didn't even eat the bag. And it's little snack bags. I only had half. And again, it really wasn't about the carnivore diet. It was about my stomach. I was so afraid that I was just going to not get out of that bathroom. Guys, I was so stressed out. You know, my body does not handle stress. And when you have to publicly speak with a microphone and you never know when you're going to get called, I was constantly, am I going to get called? Am I going to get called? Because you had to do exercises at a table. You had to do your exercises, and there was always a secretary. And then they had to speak for the table if you got picked on. And then they would switch you around. So you were never with your husband, and you were never with people that you bond with. You were always with new people, so that you hear different stories. I see why they do that, but I'm so stressed. My body cannot handle stress. You know, it's in a flight or fight mode every time. And can you imagine the amount of cortisol that was being pumped out? I felt myself tighten. And so I did have to take my blood pressure pill. I took it on Saturday, a full one, and on Sunday, a full one. I did. But with blood pressure medication, you're always in the bathroom going pee. So I always had to go pee. Oh my God. Anyways, you get your couples, right? You get the people you bond with the most. On Saturday, when we went for lunch, she was with a bunch of the couple was with a bunch of other couples, and the table was kind of full. So I thought, well, we'll just my husband and I just kind of sat at another table, and we were by ourselves. And then another couple came and sat with us, but this couple was part of the team. And he really communicated with me. The husband was really communicating with me and talking about our story, and he wanted to know, how we got there, whatever. And so we had lunch together. It was really, really nice. And then so Sunday comes around, and we were ready to be broken off for breakfast. And on Sunday morning, we started walking towards the cafeteria. We were kind of one of the last ones to leave the hall. And so, because we were talking with another couple in the band. And so by the time we got up to go to the cafeteria, the whole hall was pretty empty. Everybody was in the cafeteria. And this couple that we had lunch with on a Saturday came up to us as we were walking out. And we're like, oh, hi. I thought they were going to invite us for breakfast in the hall. I really, really did. They're like, can we talk to you guys for a little bit? And we're like, sure. We want to ask if you would do something. And my husband and I, we were like, because they were very mysterious, And I knew it had involved public speaking. And I hadn't got picked to public speak yet. My husband had on Sunday morning. He did. He got the microphones, and they were going to do mass there at the hall. So on the stage, they actually brought in the like an altar, a makeshift altar, and the things the priest needs. And before the priest gives the homily and reads the words of Christ, we have what is the liturgy, which is a reading. There's 2 readings. So, and that would be by a lay person. So like any one of us could do it. But there is a ministry though for that. And you can join the ministry for the readings. And what they do is they give you a week they give them the reading that's going to be for the following Sunday. And they have the whole week to practice the reading. Now, they don't have to memorize it. It's in the book. But a lot of the words are difficult. And so they give the people that are in this particular ministry a week. So by the time they go read, they know what they're reading. And they're not tongue-tied with a difficult word. So they wanted us to do a reading, the second reading. Another couple got picked to do the first reading. I was so stinking nervous. Can you imagine the amount of cortisol that was running through my body? Mass was at 3:30. And by then they were able to bring all the family, all the participants' family. My family could not come. My daughter had to go to work. My son Aiden had to take her to work, and my little guy don't drive. So unfortunately for me, my kids couldn't be there. But that's okay. That's okay. My husband and I, we did the reading, so we had to practice all day. we got the paper. We got to practice a little bit. And then finally, during Mass, we got to see who the other couple was. But I don't know why we got picked, but he said that he felt the couple that told us said that there was something about the Holy Spirit touched them and said they need to do the reading. And we did. We did a good job. I think we did a good job. Yeah. You have to be very respectful. You're in Mass. You can't. It's Mass. It's a very respectful thing to do. So anyway, so there's that. And then at the end of it all, I will tell you this really, really quick. At the end, once Mass was over, and they gave about 20 minutes for any couple who wanted to speak about their experience and what they learned. And I cannot believe it, but I got up in front of all of them again, and I talked. I did. And the hall was packed. But I did it. I did talk. What happened afterwards, guys, I'm going to tell you guys. I was overly overwhelmed. I was exhausted by the time we were released. We took pictures. I have pictures with the couples we were with. I was extremely tired. I was overwhelmed. And when I told you when I'm tired, my guard goes down. And I told my husband, because Cane's was down the street from where we go. And I said, honey, He goes, let's go. Let's go. Come on. We were exhausted, guys. I went to go take a shower, and when I came back out, my husband had a little cake for us. Like a congratulations for the marriage enrichment, you know, because it really did enrich our marriage. And so I had a little sliver of cake, and that was it. I went to bed. That was it. I was tired, guys. It was a challenging weekend. What did I weigh? 199.8, and I gained 3.2 pounds is what it is. It'll be interesting to see what will be next Sunday, because like I said, it's a lot of cortisol. I didn't eat a lot. And yes, yesterday I had canes and I had a piece of cake. Yes, I did. So we'll see. We'll see where we're at. It was all worth it. I did it, and I'm so happy. And I made a tremendous amount of friends. We have future plans. We have a reunion coming up. My husband, who's an introvert, my husband who doesn't speak very, very much, met some amazing friends himself, bonded with some men there as well. We have joined the support group, the monthly support group, couple support group, and we go to the leaders. They host it in their home, and they switch homes, and we have dinner with them. And so that's going to be coming up. It's just a whole community, and it's something that I've been needing. Also, I'll tell you guys right now, I signed up to go to a women's retreat that will be sometime in September. And the ladies, after I gave my speech at the end of everything, two of the ladies that are in charge of ACT, it's called ACT, two of the ladies who are in charge of it actually came up to me again and said, "I really want you to come. You're going to love it. It's just going to be women. We're going to be away for 4 days, and you're going to love it." And I said, I turned in my application already, and they were like, "Yes." I said, "Yeah, I didn't wait. I turned it in." So I'm excited for that. But my life, I knew it was changing. The only thing I wish Mom, really, if God can allow her a window to see me next week. I don't think I'm gonna vlog this week because I'm so behind. I don't think I'm gonna vlog. I think I'll just do a sit down chit chat this week. All right, my friends, that's it. Thank you for sticking with me on these long videos, but we did pretty good. I think we did pretty good. I think we did pretty good. And I know part of the canes yesterday was I was just tired, guys. I'm so tired. And tired of worrying about everything as far as like, am I going to run to the bathroom in front of everybody? Oh my God, you should have seen the things I pictured in my head. And I didn't sit next to the bathrooms. They had partitions going all the way around, right? And there was a gap between the partitions where you go into like a vestibule where the bathrooms were at. And there was a table that was right there by that partition where you could have snuck out. But no, I was clear across the other way. So if I had to run, I would run in front of everybody. I just prayed God help me. And he did. All right, my friends, that is everything. I'll let you guys go. I'm actually a little tired this morning. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of close my eyes a little bit and then start my day. All right, my friends, that's it. I can go on and on and on. I'll let you go. I'll do another video later on. All right.